ES Audio.
Hi, I'm Rochelle Travers, and this is the Evening Standard's Tech and Science Daily. Coming up, Princess Peach gets a Barbie-like makeover. Now, let's get into it.
If you ask me, do I believe there's life in a universe that is so vast that it's hard for me to comprehend how big it is? My personal answer is yes.
That's NASA Chief Bill Nelson, speaking after the publication of a report by an independent panel assembled to look into Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena, also known as UAPs, which are commonly referred to as UFOs.
I asked some of our scientists, what is the mathematical probability that there is life out there in the universe? And if you calculate in billions of stars, in billions of galaxies, the answer was, what's the likelihood? At least 1 trillion.
Clips courtesy of NASA. Following the release of the landmark report, the space agency announced it's taking concrete action to explore the potential threat of UAPs, with Senator Nelson saying it was time to shift the conversation from sensationalist to science. However, the recommendations from the independent 16-team panel stress there is no reason to conclude that any sightings have been of alien origin. The report warned any mysterious flying objects were a self-evident threat to American airspace. Now,
one day, a loyal toad presented a flyer advertising a show at the Sparkle Theater. Princess Peach and some toads went to go see it, but then...
It looks like Princess Peach is getting a sort of Barbie-like makeover. Well, judging by the trailer for Princess Peach Showtime, anyway. Nintendo has been teasing that an upcoming game for the much-loved character was in the works, and more details were finally revealed along with a preview during Thursday's September Nintendo Direct event. Princess Peach will be able to put on different outfits which give her new abilities every time. Detective Peach can help trace clues, you can choose Patisserie Peach to take part in a dessert-making minigame, or if you fancy beating up some bad guys, there's even Kung Fu Peach. Yes, finally, the princess can do it all too. Nintendo also hinted that there were more transformations than shown in the trailer, but we might have to wait until the game's release in 2024 to find out more. In other gaming news, Nintendo wasn't the only one making big announcements on Thursday. PlayStation had some news of its own during its State of Play event.
Ready to fire, sir.
Welcome to the New World Order. Fire!
Yes, more details and a new trailer were unveiled for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the second installment in Square Enix's 3-part Final Fantasy VII remake. Rebirth will reportedly feature a multifaceted world with a high degree of freedom, and the whole thing is big enough that it'll be on 2 discs. The game will be coming to PlayStation 5 in February 2024. A study suggests that cardiac arrest patients may experience new dimensions of reality once they are revived by CPR, up to an hour after their hearts stop. Research led by those from the New York University Grossman School of Medicine assessed reports from survivors of cardiac arrest who described lucid death experiences that occurred while they were seemingly unconscious. It adds to the growing amount of evidence that people may experience life's memories flash before their eyes during the near-death experience, after cardiac arrest. Other studies looking at brain activity of dying people also seem to indicate a dreamlike state some individuals appear to experience before they expire. The world's first confirmed dog-fox hybrid has been discovered in Brazil, after being hit by a car. The animal was taken to a veterinary hospital for treatment, where the staff were unable to determine whether it was a dog or a fox, as it had physical characteristics of both species. Genetic testing revealed that the animal had 76 chromosomes, a combination of the 74 chromosomes of a fox and the 78 chromosomes of a dog, confirming that the animal was in fact a hybrid. Hybrids have been seen before of domestic dogs and other wild species, including coyotes, wolves, dingoes, and jackals. Let's go to the ads. Coming up, the award-winning smart toilet that can identify you from something very personal. Why not hit rate and follow in the meantime? Welcome back. Researchers have used tiny electrically charged particles of gold to trick tumours to self-destruct. A team at the University of Nottingham harnessed the power of bioantenna to induce cell death in glioblastoma cells, one of the most aggressive cancers. In this case, the bioantennae are gold nanoparticles, coated in special molecules that under electromagnetic field signal the cancer cells to die. The team hopes that one day it will be available as a spray for use during surgery, but there is some way to go before then, unfortunately, as comparable treatments take up to 11 years to go from lab to human use. Conservationists say the amount of butterflies in the UK is at its highest level since 2019. The Butterfly Conservation Wildlife Charity recorded more than 1.5 million butterflies and day-flying moths between the 14th of July and the 6th of August this year. The Red Admiral was the most spotted across the UK, with over 245,000 sightings being recorded. However, long-term trend figures do show many species have significantly decreased since the count started 13 years ago. And finally, smart toilets and robots made from dead spiders are among the winners of this year's Ig Nobel Prize. The Spoof Awards are given every September to quirky scientific studies and achievements that make people laugh then think. Some of the winning research conducted over the last year included one in which scientists reanimated dead spiders to use as mechanical gripping tools, and another explaining the behaviour of many geologists who lick the rocks they study. There was also a smart toilet innovation that can identify a person from their anal print, which is apparently as unique as someone's fingerprint. Let's just hope they don't try and introduce that one at the airport. You're up to date. Come back at 4 p.m. for the Leader podcast from the Evening Standard. We'll be back on Monday at 1 p.m. See you then.